Alright guys, I'm back over at Premium Coach Group and I have a 1998 Newell to look at. Now I just finished up the inspection on this one and it's been a while since we walked through a coach together, and this one has some unique features that I think I want to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, starting on the outside. We'll go through the outside real fast. There's nothing too spectacularly different about it. It has a Zipty patio awning and the Zipty window awnings and the Zipty slide out toppers. It does have two slide outs, one in the front and one in the rear, which I was really surprised in 98. Just behind this door is just going to be the generator access and the radiator blower. Generator is going to come out the front. It's an air slide on this model. It's actually a 20 kilowatt Kohler generator. Two basement ACs on it, one on each side. So one right here and then one on the driver's side. I don't know if you guys can see, this paint's in great condition. And for 98, they didn't go with any crazy loud colors. This looks like a fairly modern paint job. Because it's a mid-coach entry, which means the front door is in the middle of the coach, you don't have to worry about two things. Like on this Newell, there's no awning above the entry door, so if it's raining, you're going to be getting wet. And on units that do have an entry door awning, they're usually pretty small and they don't cover the door well enough. So that's one good feature about mid-coach entry. Also, it saves your passenger seat from getting destroyed as everybody puts their hand on the passenger seat and keeps the wind noise on the passenger to a minimum. Speaking for a friend, sometimes the passenger's sitting there and the driver has to keep going in and out, and sometimes the passenger's in the way and they can't get out of the way fast enough for the driver. Not me, I'm very, very patient. Ask my wife. The first thing on the entry door is going to be this. I've never seen this feature on a Newell before, but they have a little bit of a storage cubby hole for jackets or something else that you need to hang up right on the entry door. That's some free storage. They also give you a screen door right there. You don't get that feature on too many Newells unless it's a mid-coach entry. Behind this main door right here, you do have a slide out tray. It'll just pull out. It's in great shape. Everything's been lined with carpet liner. It also has the bus style compartment doors on this one. Behind this one will be your entertainment center with a Bose Wave radio with CD changer. That's pretty impressive. And another slide out tray. More storage right in here. This one still does have an aqua hot hydronic heater, water heater, and it's fired up just perfectly. Like a modern Newell, it only has a freshwater tank and a black tank, so one wastewater holding tank for both gray and black water. A little bit stranger, you have your house batteries right here. So you have 4 8D AGMs, fairly new, June of 2018. But behind the drive wheel and the tag axle, you have another set of batteries. So 2 more house batteries. So it'll be 6 house batteries total. And right back here is going to be where we're going to access the chassis. 2 chassis batteries right there. This will give you a pretty good look at your Detroit diesel right here. And this is a Detroit diesel Series 60. That is a nice engine to have in a Newell. I like that a lot. And then this has the easier to open rear hatch or engine door compared to the modern Newells. See, I did that with one hand. You can't do that with a new one. You get a better view at the Detroit Series 60 right in there. Engine's in great shape. The engine bay's in great shape. That's good to know. Also still has a side discharge radiator. 50 amp short cord. I don't know how many feet that is. That's got to be at least 100 feet of short cord right in there. Pass this side to this front compartment. This is going to be where you put fuel in it. It is diesel fuel. There's the fuel neck right there. Very standard on a Newell. You should be able to see the bedroom slide right over here and the living room slide. I haven't pointed it out, but these sidewalls are all aluminum, so it's all pretty heavy duty construction. Newell makes their own chassis and the entire box. It's all Newell construction, so you don't have to worry about paint checking, fiberglass cracking, items like that. Of course, the water bay right here is pretty standard Newell affair, with your manifold right here for individual shutoffs for everything, and of course your wastewater tanks you can check, and your freshwater tank you can check right there. And then moving over to this side, You do have some storage right in here, but this is an Outback inverter. So this has been upgraded from the original inverter that would have been in here, which I would imagine was a ProSign 3000 watt inverter. Again, just have more storage right behind here. The other side of that bay that pulls out. And right in here, because the slide's open, I don't know if you can see that, slide's right above me, there's going to be the other basement AC. Now both these basement ACs actually work and have just been serviced, so that's a good sign. But it's also really good to know. It has those two basement ACs, which are basically two ACs in one. You don't have 4 holes in the roof, so the roof is almost completely intact as far as having holes through it. So if we take a look at that roof, you can see there's really just a few antennas and a couple of fantastic vents. And Newell has that weird ramping right in the middle. I don't know why they did that in this model year, but the newer ones like this one right there doesn't have that step up. But it's pretty common on this era. So again, it's an all metal roof, all aluminum metal roof, almost no seams on it. And without having ACs, there's 4 or less big holes to have to worry about water leaking in. That's a pretty good selling point. Not to mention the metal roof is a good selling point. The last feature right here is just going to be the service access bay for the hydraulics and for the chassis fuses. And I didn't point it out, but the tires, the front tires are 16s, the drive tires are 20, and the tag tires are 18. That's all interesting, but let's go inside because that's where the cool stuff is. All right, and with that, we'll go ahead and go inside. Go up the stairs, you'll notice this is stone tile into true hardwood flooring in the front area, which extends to the main slide out. The galley goes all the way into the bathroom with the stone flooring. But of course, that's not my favorite feature. Believe it or not, it's going to be the shades that are my favorite feature because I really don't like power shades. It's going to be silhouettes from Hunter Douglas, so you can open them up that way to have sheer to look out, and then you can keep cranking them all the way up right there. But you'll notice there's a drawstring, so I can do that easily. All too often it's power shades now, and you'd be surprised how often power shades have a problem. Now I'm sitting on the couch right now. This coffee table moves wherever you want it to be, along with that center console for the driver's seat. Move that out of the way. The driver's seat is an air ride seat, so it is a very comfortable seat driving down the road. This has the old school bus steering wheel. The dash is a pretty standard Newell affair. There's really nothing too spectacular or upgraded about it. This backup camera, though original, does still work, and it does have HWH air leveling with air suspension. The rest of the dash really just feels like a very modern Newell. From the upholstery to the glove box right there, even to the privacy curtains. The passenger seat does swivel around. It is more set up like a recliner because it does recline just like that. And of course this will swivel around to become seating. This is granite countertops again in here to match the flooring in the galley. But check this little guy out. You can pull out a work desk. You have that as either a end table or a work desk. Great big huge windows. I can't explain to you how big these windows are. That's probably one of the bigger features on a Newell, is how big their windows can be. Look over to the slide out on that side, you have 2 more great big huge windows right there. Now if I were to look at the ceiling, I honestly like this ceiling a lot more than most modern Newells that I've seen. Very, very simple and elegant. And I don't see anything in this interior that really dates it as 1998. This seems fairly modern. There's not even that much brass. Maybe those reading lights are about the most brass you'll see, and a little bit of trim. Like the countertop right there, but that's not even like shiny brass. It's more of a muted brass that's more popular now anyways. Even this flooring in here seems like a very modern type flooring. If it does turn into a bed, it's just jackknife bed and it has a standard Newell extending tabletop and extending dinette benches. So those will extend out. Not my favorite thing to show because it's kind of a pain, but the whole thing will extend out. Here, right here, and then right there. So there you go. You can see at least 2 more people. I won't deny that having a little bit more olive drab green is a strange fabric choice, but that's an easy one to change out. But that does take me to probably my coolest feature, because there's something hidden behind there and behind there. Open it up right here. You have a curtain. Don't know if you guys saw the curtain track in the ceiling, but this entire front area can be closed off. So with those curtains closed off, now this front living room becomes its own bedroom, because that does turn into a bed. And I didn't point it out, but the front TV entertainment center has the front TV behind the plexiglass right there, so you can see it through the plexiglass. So although I will agree it's just a curtain, it does actually enhance this space quite a bit. Gives you 2 bedrooms. My favorite feature about it isn't just that it's there, but how sleek they made it. You'd have no idea there's a curtain behind that column right there. They did a great job of hiding the curtain track as just a kind of a decor trim right up in there. Same with the curtain on this side. Almost no idea there would be anything in right there. Other than that, we have a lot of storage, all carpet lined, just like you'd imagine on a Newell. Of course, you have your display cabinet. More storage right up here. Newell went something strange again right here. I don't know if I've seen this sink set up on a Newell very often. This is, again, solid surface Corian countertop. Has that inlay trim feature on it. But this is actually ceramic. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So ceramic sinks on the Corian countertops. And all the fixtures, including the interior trim and hardware, has been upgraded to that bronze package. Now I doubt this dishwasher came standard in '98, but I'm really glad to see somebody put a dishwasher in right there. It's really nice to have that dishwasher. Same with this residential refrigerator. While I think it was a residential refrigerator in here originally in '98, they've went ahead and they've upgraded to a pretty new refrigerator. And strangely enough, the locks still work. So if I were to come right here and do the lock right there, not only does it work, but they made it work on the new refrigerator too. I can't tell you how many times that refrigerator lock doesn't work after the first 3 or 4 years. So it's really interesting to see that it's still working. Now I didn't show it in the galley area right here, but right below this is going to just be the standard 2-burner electric stovetop. I believe the microwave would have been behind these doors right here, but they went ahead and turned this into storage and then moved the microwave to this area right here on its own pull-out. Of course, right here is your standard Newell control center. You have your 2 fantastic vents, one for each side. Shows your aqua hot, your air compressors. You can start and stop your generator from here, your ceiling lights, your sewer dumps you can dump from here, and of course you have your inverter, which is that Outback inverter, and of course your monitor panels inside again. And you can see it's pretty hot outside right now. So if it looks like I'm sweating, it's because I can't have the AC on, because the camera likes to pick up that AC sound, and nobody wants to listen to that. Speaking of the AC, it's set up for the passenger side and the driver's side, front to back. So you can have one going and it'll still cool the other side. So if you're only on 30 amp, you're going to be fine front to back. I had the hardest time finding the thermostat for this front AC or the passenger side AC. Newell has a pretty good habit of hiding things, and I finally found it right here. I mean, it was in plain sight, I'll grant you. The other thermostat's going to be in the bedroom back there. Now there are pocket doors. There's a pocket door right here that's air driven, and there's another pocket door between the bathroom hallway and the bedroom. That's another air driven pocket door. So we go ahead and close the pocket door. Like I said, it's air driven. Works just like the doors on the Enterprise. Hello. Next to the refrigerator is going to be, again, most of the standard features that you'll see on a modern Newell, you'll find on this 98. The stack apartment style washer dryer, so the dryer on top with the washer down below. This little guy right there opens up a little vent on the outside, so when you're drying, the air goes outside. Just to the left is going to be the bathroom. There's only one bathroom, so a mid-coach bathroom. This is not a macerating toilet, and we do have quite a bit of storage in here. It's not too cramped whatsoever. A little sliding guy right there. And more mirror space and more storage. Has its own vanity sink, and it's an incorporated Corian countertop. But yeah, even the laminate that they chose in '98, that was a good choice, because this still looks good, like a travertine all throughout. If we go past the bathroom, we'll go into the bedroom right here. Now the bedroom is where the other slide out's going to be. It's this entire slide out right in here. So I do like the ceiling in this in the bedroom right here. This is padded fabric, and this actually moves in and out with a slide out. The ceiling fan's attached to it. It's hard to see, but there's a track that actually tracks along as it moves in and out. So it's a really nice little feature right there. This bed is a foam bed, a Tempur-Pedic bed, made especially for this setup. But this is a power lift bed, so if I just do this. Now I'm not entirely sure that's easier than lifting up by hand, but it is just one finger. So that will get you storage underneath, and again, they lined it with carpet. Now with that down, I'll take it to probably my least favorite feature of the whole thing is obviously going to be the shower. Not because it's a bad shower, because it does have a tub with a tub spigot in it. So you can actually use this as a bathtub because you have a hydronic aqua hot, so endless hot water. And shower head. It's my least favorite feature because it is a little bit weird to have the shower in the bedroom with no privacy on it. You'll notice there is carpet on the floor in the bedroom, which is where I think you should have carpet. It does feel better on your feet in my opinion. But you do also have a vanity sink in the bedroom. Again, that's that stone countertop again. Recessed sink. And I've always liked these tube lights that Newell still uses to this day. The last little features in the bedroom are going to be right here. This one would have been set up for the TV behind the plexiglass. Now in 98 you still had tube TVs, but it has been upgraded so you could put a LCD flat screen TV in here. Right below is going to be your slide out room controller and the bedroom or the driver's side basement AC control. Believe it or not, it is kind of quiet. I'm going to go ahead and turn the AC on so you guys can hear it. So I don't know if you guys can hear that now. We have air that's going to come out right up there. And because it's the driver's side, it's going to come out right here above the refrigerator and over here. I know there is some opinions about basement ACs. I don't like working on them personally, but they do have a lot of good selling features. No holes in the roof. Condensation goes straight on the ground. At that point, you don't have to plumb condensation, and they are quieter because you don't have to worry about the plenum in the ceiling being loud and you have to baffle and do crazy things with. Now the best feature I think in this floor plan is going to be the rear closet. There's another pocket door that closes off this area. There's nothing hidden in these columns. That's just a decorative decision to be made right there. But it's a pretty big size walk-in closet right here. You have a railing all the way around, or the closet rod all the way around. A big bank of drawers, or dresser drawers on that side. Whole bunch of shelving on this side. A full-length mirror so you can look at yourself. Hello. And even in the middle, not as only is this a seat, but it's a hamper. But there it was, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was just a quick little video I tried to put together because we haven't done one of these in a while. I thought this 98 Newell aged pretty well and had a lot of neat features that I haven't seen on too many Newells. Really, overall it's pretty nice. Now I won't lie to you and say I didn't find anything. I did find some issues, but it's not going to be uncommon on a 98. I don't want to do the math because it'll make me depressed because I graduated in 95, but it has aged really well. And the decorative decisions that were made on this, I think they made all the right decisions. So there it was, guys, a 1998 Newell over here at Premium Coach. And I enjoyed sharing that with you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing. Go ahead and turn off the lights. And we'll go ahead and get out of here. So I guess ultimately, I think this is a pretty good floor plan. Shower's my biggest concern. Probably the only thing about it I don't like, but all the other decisions were done really well. And I don't see a lot of difference between this 98 and some of the floor plans and design choices that they're even making in 2020. Yeah, there's a lot more electronics, but if you know me, I don't like those push button multiplex systems anyways.